good. You?
How's weather your end?
It's a bit chilly.
Okay. Here is two as well.
Uh-huh.
Expecting man. Yesterday was really pleasant weather. Today is totally changed. It's a different world compared to yesterday. Yesterday was 25 and
Uh-huh.
today, well, so temperatures change. Okay, so we'll start today our LO2 learning outcome 2. We do a bit recap what we learned during our last lesson. Please, if you have any question, always feel free and ask, so any
Okay.
point. So LO2, which is about assess the organization internal environment capability. Last lesson we discussed about more focus was SWOT, SWOT, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. And we discuss about pastel, political, economic, social, technological, legal, and eco-environment. And we also discuss about UNSUP metrics, which is a GORE UNSUP market penetration, product development, market development, and diversification. These strategies. Then we discuss about portrait generic strategy. We discuss cost leadership, cost focus, differentiation, and differentiation focus. And we also discuss about portrait five forces model. Uh, Bargaining power of customers, suppliers, competitive rivalry. So these we discussed in the previous lesson. Today is the key focus will be on RBV, which we call resource-based view. Resource-based view. So these three types of resources, which we had three M's, we can look around money, which is financial. We can look around manpower, which is human, and we can look around material, which is mean other assets, uh, such as building plant machinery. So we had a discussion which will go through this in other unit as well. VRO, which is called value, rear, inimitabilities, and organization objective. That's all will be in our discussion in a minute, and we'll go through. There is a little video. I copied the link for you to watch in your end, and I will also help us resource based review. Okay, so first we look around any strategies will make we look around the organization structure. Different types of organization structure are quite crucial to understand clear role and responsibility. Hierarchical structure is traditionally pyramid with a clear line of authority, their command, like who is the boss, what metrics organization structure. Normally in a project organization where projects start and finish, normally such as the construction company, they have many contracts with various and the flat organization structure, there are the few layers, quicker decision. So good implies the flat structure what foster innovation and rapid decision, and this sport dynamic work environment help to maintain the competitive edge. So when we look the culture also represents through the structure of organization. Culture means the norms, values, the way we do the cultures type can be innovative, customer focused, core values, fundamental belief of the organization, who was the boss, like Steve Jobs or various others, Facebook and various others, Jeff and all others. We can look around their culture. It's dominantly the founder's culture is embedded in the organization. So customer service and employee satisfaction. Culture has contributed the strong brand loyalty and high employee engagement. Resources, of course, we the different resources required, like we mentioned. Some can be tangible. Tangible being physical substance, and intangible you can't see it. And Apple leverage the strong brand reputation and intangible source of advance, the manufacturing facilities. So we can look around both tangible and intangible asset, and we have to look around and we have to manage. Goodwill is one of the key, copyrights. So core competencies, capabilities and competencies. Capabilities mean ability to do something. Like if you pass your driving test, you're capable, that you know how to drive. But most of employer is looking your competencies. Competencies mean you can perform the task without mistake. That's why the newly powered driver need to display the plate on the car few weeks, so because not make the mistake, become competent. So each area, each role, we have some competencies and resources, how effectively we use them. Some companies or some country, they are in rich natural resources, but they're not competent to convert them into the finished good and earn money and boost the nation, because that's why there is a knowledge based economy deficiency. So valuable, contribute the customer values. We can look around rare, not easy to replicate. So we are IO model. Inimitability, which is mean, difficult to be competitors to imitate or copy, or structure to be fully exploit the competencies. Amazon core competency, logistics, supply chain. We can look around, allow the faster delivery, competitive advantage, e-commerce, because they use, a lot of technology embedded. Okay, so definition, value chain, which is one of the other model is given. Michael Porter is also known as value chain model. So there are two types of activities. One is called primary and second is secondary. So primary activities include inbound logistic operations, marketing, sales, services. These are the primary department or the primary activities. Secondary are we call support activities, from infrastructure, human resource department. So the right staff, the right infrastructure, the structure of organization play the key role it, to utilize their competitive advantage, enhance, and stay. So lean the word used to reduce the wastage, which is we first time right, the concept. We have the T2M, total quality management concept. In these are the all Japanese approach. Okay, benchmark is mean KPI. So our industry benchmark, like, some people say if you start a food business, you can earn 400% profit. But it's a food business is a huge competition increasing. The profit margin it drops significant. So we have to look around these factors. So internal benchmarking, compare performance against the different departments. Competitive benchmarking, compare with the competitive. Functional benchmarking, compare specific function, customer service against best in class of organization. So we can look around the Starbucks benchmark is the customer services, performing the company, enhance the customer experience and maintain market leadership. So these all the examples we've been given. An organization audit. So it's always good to be do audit. We have different model internal environment within the company. Operational efficiencies, we have to look around how the operation run effectively, coordination between department, financial, how pound what money we have, how effectively we are using to generate the profit. Strategic alignment, the capabilities and organization strategic objective. We have a company called GE Electric, General Electrical Company, American company, makes the cars and all others, a lot of, the big organization. General Motors, and the audit to be assess the performance across the diverse business unit, and GE line the operation with the strategic role and identify the improvement. So SWOT, we had a discussion previous lesson as well. Strength, weakness, opportunity. Strength, it can be your research and development, your number of staff, how many years, area of development may be outdated, technology, opportunity, explore external factors, which we discuss about political, economic, social threats come from external like economic downturn. So Microsoft used the SWOT analysis to evaluate internal strengths, strong software development capability, weakness, dependency, legacy product, like identifying opportunity, emerging technologies, emerging market, like in India, or we can say China, Malaysia, and various other countries, those known as emerging economy. Their economic growth rate is more than 6%. Threats always coming because the competition is increasing. So then we can summarize everything in these, the key concepts. Organization structure, it can be flat, tall, matrix organization structure. We discuss about Google structure, which is more about functional and flat structure very quickly, and the cultures and the values, shared beliefs and norms, and we can look around economic center resources. We discuss about 3Ms, how effectively like Apple, a tangible, intangible core competencies, in which area you have expert of, and how effectively you value chain model is the Toyota lean manufacturing, and primary and secondary activities need to be focused as given the model by Michael Porter as well. So organize audit is mean checking the accuracy, the general electrical evaluation, the business unit SBUs. What is SBU stand for? Strategic Business Unit. Yes, business unit. So these are such as Ford. Ford has different cars model, Ford Fiesta, Ford Focus, Ford Mondeo. So these are each, one SBUs and different strategies we can use, for this. And SWOT we discuss about in the Microsoft, how they using comparing internal, external to utilize. Assessing organization internal environment capability, which help, multifaceted approach, which is good to use, SWOT analysis, systematically analyzing these internal factors, and ultimately this bring the organization competitive advantage, or understanding the organization structure, looking external environment matching, and the resource based view, benchmark, cost benefit analysis are the crucial. So strategic capability is, when we use the word strategic, is mean long term capability, which we have the if you're a competent today, it's not mean you'll be competent forever. So we have to do CPD, continuous professional development. So we'll carry on developing as we had a discussion in our other unit teams, and that's was the quite good to look around, and capability is the ability to achieve the competitive advantage and stay ahead of the competitors. So that's we need to be look around in our organization perspective. Then we look here is the core competencies, is the unique skills, which is are the competencies you have, like Apple have the unique competency, the always innovative thing, differentiate themselves, ability to technology create value and maintain competitiveness. We have Microsoft always bringing Microsoft Outlook, Microsoft Office, Microsoft Cloud Computing, and we can look around the organization processes, GIT, just in time, how Toyota and reduce the waste, lean, and human capital, improving the skill, investing heavily on Google. So we can look around these, that bring the competitive advantage for our organization if we carry on investing and carry on using. Okay, so RBV, resource-based view, the strategic management theory emphasis on the importance of internal capabilities to achieve the competitive advantage, and financial and the resources, unique, valuable, rare, immutability, and non-substitute resources, how well we manage. So we can look around the valuable resources, enable organization to exploit, so Amazon is really looking in logistic infrastructure using technology, e-commerce, inimitable, the resources that difficult for competitors. So it's very difficult for a competitor like eBay to be look around exactly the same the way the Amazon is delivering, and quite close competition. Rare resources are not widely repossessed by the competitors like a Tesla, uh, battery technologies, electric vehicle design, and the rare resources that differentiate from the automakers. We can look around these, and Coca-Cola brand, the reputation, secret formulas. So these inimitable, were difficult to be compete and sustain, and the non-sustainable resources, which are not viable substitute. Netflix, originally contents and such as the popular series, film stream. So these all the example VRIO model, which we can benchmarking, steady capability, competitive benchmarking, competitors. We can look around Samsung benchmark smartphone technology against Apple or other functional benchmark, comparing the specific functions as the customer service, supply chain. McDonald benchmarking its supply chain optimize efficiency and reduce cost. So we can look around the value chain analysis involve the primary and supportive activities. Primary activities, inbound logistic, IKEA, which we just said at the top, and Amazon investing technology in IT. Okay, so we can look around cost benefit analysis, very important. You look each activity, each strategy, its own cost and benefit of. If you do this, what benefit? Evaluate different alternative or different option, like a Walmart evaluate alternative supply chain strategies, comparing the cost associated with different logistics solution or buying from different locations. Uh, Identify the cost and benefit. We can look around the capital expenditures, which is mean the asset investing in the infrastructure, operational cost benefit. We can Microsoft conduct, we'll be launching the new software, determining the expected revenue and the market shares and the growth and market decision, choosing the high net benefit, benefit exceed then cost. And then of course, the cost benefit, the location benefit, and the higher level of return. Any question, please, if you have, please?
No, I'm good.
Okay, so we can look around strategic capability, long-term resource-based view, benchmark, value chain. Yeah. And then all these models contextualize with the companies like Apple innovative product, Amazon logistic, and Samsung benchmark, which is the benchmarking example, and IKEA, which is supply chain optimization through value chain. Okay, so we can look around. There are a couple of other models which is given by McKinsey 7S approach, which will look at the strategic capability, VRIN network, which is opposite than value rare inimitabilities and objectivities. It will look, SWOT analysis. We had already had a discussion in previous lessons, strength, weaknesses, opportunity, contextualize the external factors, political, economic, social, and technological, and Apple is using these, to making the plan for the future. And the social factors, then of course there are other examples which we can look around the social factors. Those are like Nike, fashions, carry on chaining, legal factors, compliance and procedures, technological factors, Amazon using the new technology, legal factors, Google face, challenges relating the data privacy. We have a GDPR, General Data Protection Regulation, external factor, new laws on these, like Facebook being accused to breach the data, sell the data, environmental factors, environment has changed operational processes, and Unilever incorporated sustainability into strategy to meet, the customer demand and regulatory. So we can look around the McKinsey 7S approach, management tools, use, which is, there are the 7S strategies. We need to be look around the strategies. Microsoft strategy focus on the cloud and AI, structure of organization, hierarchy, Google flat structure. So two essays. Third is the system, the processes and procedures. The Toyota production include the lean manufacturing, reducing the waste, shared value, core beliefs, and the values like agonia, commitment of the environment, sustainability, skill capabilities. IBM invested in the employees training, the percentage of the revenue, style, the leadership approach, the leadership style, Steve Jobs, a visionary leaders, innovative approach, and staff, organization, human resource, in alignment, Amazon implied diverse and skilled workforce in operation and innovation. So these are the 7 S's we need to be focused. And this is McKinsey, one of the author. McKinsey Institute is very popular in states. That's, the given. And actually this initially used by General Electrical Company under the CEO of Jack Ish. And we are in no model, value, variety, inimitability, and organizations. We can look around, and these help, determine the resource. So value, the resource capability, create, enable and exploit the opportunity, like, the Tesla advanced batteries, which we earlier said, Coca-Cola, rare is very difficult, SpaceX, reuse the rocket technology, rare and unique in the aerospace industry. organization. Is the firm organized? Full leverage of the resources capabilities. Apple is a well-organized, exploit the design and innovative capability through the effective management and operation. So VRN is that we can look around the similar to VRI, but the place additional emphasis on the non-sustainability or the substitutabilities, so are no viable substitute of the resources or the capability. Netflix exclusively content offer is the non-substitute values for its subscribers, differentiating it from this competitor. So that's which we can look around. That's other ways to moving forward and obtaining the competitive advantage in the market. So inform the internal assessment, McKinsey 7S approach. 7S is we can focus VRIO, value, rarity, imitability, and the organization, and non-substitute, if we are using VRIN network. So Tesla advanced batteries, Google flat structures, and Apple operational efficiency. These, the model which we can. Please, if any question, welcome, you can ask. Okay, so these all the models which is resource-based view, SWOT, VRO is can be used. So as we mentioned, so resource-based view is very popular. So we can look around how the resource effectively being used to achieve the competitive advantage. Tesla, one of the company they using, which we earlier said. So quickly, what we is the resource-based review model, which we just said earlier.
Hello class. Can I explain any marketing concepts?
Professor Siegfried, can you explain what resource-based view of a firm means?
Well, Sarah, a resource-based view, RBV, of a firm recognizes that each firm has a bundle of valuable resources that it applies to give it a competitive advantage over its competitors. These resources are diverse in nature and require a firm networks with other firms to develop a sustainable competitive advantage. For example, IBM has unique capabilities in developing complex solutions for its customers by working with other hardware and software solution providers.
Thanks, Professor, for explaining a resource-based view, IBV, of a firm.
Okay, so that model was RBV, resource-based view, which we can be, and how the Tesla is using.
I knew I was underwater. I just didn't realize I was this underwater. If you're
Okay, so okay, so we can look at a resource-based view. Tesla is using the valuable resources, technology, brand reputation, human inimitability, innovative cultures, proprietary technologies, unique, technologies such as battery storage, automation, driving, autopilot, and rare resources, the superior charger network, gigafactory, large scale of manufacturing facilities, and non-substitute resources, integrated business model, directors to the customer and the sale model, and vertical integrated supply chain, enhance the control over the production and the customer experience. That's the doing. The leverage strength, utilize the advanced technology, brand, protect the resources, R&D, and the licensing. Really, value chain, of course, part of the help to look around the primary, secondary activities, how the Tesla is doing these, effective supply chain, operation, cutting edge manufacturing, uh, outbound logistic, which is means selling, dealership network, marketing, sales, strong focus on digital marketing, presence on social medias and all, and superior, after sales servicing, strategic implication, optimize, the sale value, invest, sportive activity, technology development, continues, human resource, developing talenting people, procurement, looking new supply source, better infrastructure, yes, robust and automated, which carry on focusing these to enhance definition. We already had a discussion previously. SWOT, it's a strength, weaknesses, opportunity, and Tesla is using these resources effectively to minimize the threat, uh, obtain the opportunities, and yes, there are the regulatory risks, there are the growing market, electric vehicle and high production. Okay, the leverage strength, capitalize, innovative technology, address, the weaknesses, focus on reducing the production cost, exploit the opportunities into new market, emerging economies, and mitigate, threats, to be adopting regulatory change and uh, updating with the new laws and regulations. Then VRIO model also can be applied to the Tesla value. Yes, Tesla technology bring high value, rare Tesla proprietary technology, extensive supercharged network, and immutable, which is quite difficult for other company to be copies, difficult for the competitor to imitate, and the organized Tesla, the structure business model is well organized and exploit the opportunity and focus core competencies and operational efficiency. Okay, these all can be summarized then: resource-based view, value chain, SWOT, and VRIO, how the Tesla is using and focusing by the key points, and bringing efficiency, the Tesla situation, key factors, and the strategic implication on a Tesla's business. Okay. By applying these, the network Tesla internal environment capabilities are assessed to understand the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, and bringing the competitive advantage to Tesla, which we need to be, which they have, on others. To interpret the information that the data effective assess, organization in capability. Of course, we can look around the data and their financial statement to be more the purpose of, we already had a discussion purpose of the resource-based view. Resource-based view can be model integrated to Tesla, as we discussed at the top, but we have P1, P2, it can be cross-link, these are inbound logistic and outbound logistic, primary, secondary activity. So these being reputation of in the merit criteria, which we can, and we can focus on and embedding more data. So let's, we can summarize what we have, these in all our slides, the keyword and the key model. So we'll do a bit kind of recap really what we all, our discussion is focused about. So resource-based view. Yes, RBV, we're looking the resource like, in term of financial, in term of human, in term of other assets, so as the resource can be tangible, intangible, and these resources, how well deployed by the organization. Then we have value chain model, which is two types of activities, primary and secondary activities. Primary, inbound, outbound, logistic, marketing, after sales service. These are the primary. Secondary, human resource, technology, infrastructure. So these are the sportive activities that can bring the value. So we had a discussion about 7S approach, which is given by McKinsey, strategy, structures, style. Yes, so these we discuss, sevens, shared value, shared vision. So these, the 7S's need to be focused on in bringing the competitive advantage. VRIO model, which we discuss value, realities, rear inimitability, and organization, how we well organize to bring the competitive advantage. VRIN, which is mean the non substitute product or the non substantial. So these all, the network of suppliers and all others. So these, the models we discuss, of course, we had to contextualize our discussion in the previously, we discussed about pastel as well. So these models which we look, and apply to in our assignment and whichever. So I'll share with you the Ryanair and various other assignments that will also help you. We have one of, okay, so if you if you want to further read, we have a Kaplan website, is quite good. We discussed about tutor you quite good. Yes, other than that, we have exploit strategies book, which is available on our Moodle. It's good to look, and that will help you to be further enhance your understanding about these models. So that's all. Any question, Keith?
No question.
Okay, so those we can look around, and the next lesson we'll go through our LO3, and then we'll LO4, and then we'll go through assignment discussion and the strategy assignment.
Okay.
And we apply these models to the chosen organization. Have a lovely weekend. A bit left. I hope we'll speak to you next week. And any question, please, you have WhatsApp and an email, and we are here. And if any question, drop us email. Thanks for attending. Those are listening as well. If you have any question, drop me email anjum@ukeversity.co.uk. Our admin address is admin@ukeversity.co.uk. Thanks for attending. Have a nice time.
Okay. Thank you. You too.
Bye-bye.